What it do? What it do? You know what to do. Like, subscribe, share, comment to my YouTube channel. Most definitely hit that bell icon, it's notification bell that alerts you all content that will drop in my YouTube channel. Make sure you hit the thumbs up, the AKA the like button. YouTube appreciate that. S.L.R Media TV appreciate that. Make sure you smash the subscribe button. Also, I need y'all to double up, spin the block, go to my second YouTube channel, S.L.R Sports News TV. Make sure you like, subscribe, share, comment over there. All it helps my channel grow, get more viewers, more subscribers, pushes my channel further to the YouTube algorithm. Also, you looking for the like buttons, the three dots on the right hand side at the top. Make sure you smash and hit a cash app. Appreciate everybody who donates to the channel. Make sure you go to I need everybody to go to my TikTok page, S.L.R Media TV. Once again, my TikTok page is S.L.R Media TV, and we are very close to hitting. We had 8,000 plus followers, over 200 plus thousand likes. We're on the road to 10K. Let's go. Let's get it. Shout out to my subscribers. Shout out to my future subscribers. You see the title. Matter of fact, you see this right here. Let me show you this right here. You see the title. In Bryce Young, we trust. 6-23. Trust the process. And remember, I am I am the Charleston White of the Carolina Panthers sector, Stephen A. Smith, Skip, Gilbert. I'm all of that. 6-23. And this is what y'all say is elite. I got great content. We're gonna get into it. And we're about to get into it in a minute. But before I get into the content, all y'all whining, why y'all whining so much about Bryce now? Because the ones that's whining about Bryce all spring or summer, you was hollering elite, 13-3, 14-3, 14-2, all these 10-6 playoffs, and y'all whining. Why are you whining? Some of your favorite Carolina Panther content creators are whining. They supported Bryce all spring and all summer, and now you're ready to jump off the ship. I'm telling you, if you do that, you're hurting yourself and you're hurting your channel. And I wouldn't be surprised if some people leave your channels because you misled them all along. You bled their pockets. You made them go super chats. You made them go in the Cash App. You made them do all of that and believe your lies. And now look at you. Now you're rescinding. Don't get mad. They pull up on my channel and come to me because they want to hear the real shit. Because ain't no flip flopping over here. It's a lot of flip flopping. Too much flip flopping. It's almost a shame. I wouldn't even said anything. If I was pro Bryce and he would have lost Sunday, I wouldn't have said nothing. If I'd have came on my channel and said anything, it'd have been nothing but support for Bryce Young. See, that's the reason why some of the people can't fool with y'all. Because you did it to him last year. You was pro Bryce, then he got benched, then was fuck Bryce, and then he was back being pro Bryce. None of y'all are believable. I may be the only believable Carolina podcaster on this circuit, for sure. Romaster said, "Man, we thought we thought just the team we put around this little motherfucker was enough." I've been saying those skits. You have Roadmaster. You most definitely have. But Roadmaster has been out on the front. Roadmaster has seen the vision that I've been seeing. We've been calling this the whole time, and now you see it. Now you see it. How much help do you have to put around a quarterback? You don't have to do that in the NFL. The more help that you get is the more exposure that's on you. That you're not it. That you're not it. You're not it, Bryce. You're 6-23. We are the only team in the NFL right now, currently, that's harboring a quarterback with a 6-23 record, and we're throwing him out there to start. I've been saying this. S.L.R has been saying this. I go on your favorite Carolina Panther podcast or channels, and I say the same thing. I stand 10 toes down. That's what makes me unique. That's what makes me real around here. And the three famous letters y'all gonna say all season is S.L.R. Damn, he was right. The whole time, we were knocking his head off and everything. He was right the whole time. Now you see. Now you see. You can give me my flowers now. You can give them to me later. But I just want to let y'all know. I know my sports. I know my team. Just because I see the vision, that doesn't mean that I don't like my team. I don't like the product that's out there. That I refuse to support it. And I will not go on my channel just to gain likes and subscribes and shares and be pro Bryce. And then when I cut my live off, I'm saying fuck Bryce. I'm not doing it. I'm gonna tell you on live, fuck Bryce. And when I get off the live, it's still fuck Bryce. We're not going nowhere with this quarterback. We're not going nowhere with this quarterback. And I'm telling you now, and I want to be the first podcaster to lead the forefront and stand 10 toes down on this. Dave Canales will be fired this season. All because the solely on the base of he doesn't know what he's doing. He does not know what he's doing. This is too much for him. He's head over heels on this. That's what's going to get him fired. By him not knowing what the fuck to do. That's why he's going to get fired. I don't give a damn how many. I don't care how many coaches that David Tepper's done fire. Continue to fire him until you find the right one. I don't give a damn. All y'all know but lovable losers, and you scared to win. You scared to win. Dave Canales is not a winner. Because if he was a winner, he would have turned Bryce Young around. This would not be the problem. And I guarantee there's coaches out there right now in the NFL that can turn Bryce Young around. Just Dave Canales just can't do it because he's not capable enough, because his play calling is the worst in the league. I've been on fuck Bryce since the night we drafted. That's right, Roadmaster. That's why I fuck with you, Roadmaster. That's how I know you keep it real. You been saying that. You been standing 10 toes down. You know your football acumen. We're not going to war with no 5'10 quarterback. We got a 5'10 midget quarterback, and the opposing team be walking around here with 6'3s and 6'4, 6'5 quarterbacks, and we out here running around here with a fucking 5'10 midget. And y'all expect for us to support this team. Man, get out of here. All them coaches gonna get fired as long as Bryce's quarterback. Facts. And I keep telling the Roadmaster, I keep telling them, they like, nah, S.L.R, you don't know what you talking about. Why the hell would they want to fire Dave Canales? Dave Canales ain't even had a chance. He doesn't have his quarterback. So what? There's been plenty of coaches in the NFL did not have a chance to even draft a quarterback and still got fired. So what makes you think that Dave Canales is so goddamn special that he won't get fired? Oh, because he haven't had his quarterback. So you don't get that luxury in the NFL. I paid you to fix what we got. I did not pay you to come in my office and tell me that you need to go get your own quarterback. That ain't what the fuck I paid you for. I paid you to fix Bryce Young, and if you can't fix Bryce Young, you're fired. I'm gonna hit that Vince McMahon on you. You're fired. Fire Dave Canales. Fire him. Any head coach that does not play a struggling quarterback in the preseason, you got to go. You got to go. You got media over here talking about the first game against the Jacksonville Jaguars was actually Carolina Panthers preseason game because they were actually getting reps. Get the fuck out of here. Get out of here. Dave Canales was a rookie head coach, didn't play Bryce Young in preseason, and you see how it went. Dave Canales in his sophomore year as a head coach didn't play Bryce Young hardly in preseason, and you see how it go. Rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat, rinse and fucking repeat, and I'm tired of it. I'm standing on it, and y'all can hold me to it. Hold my feet to the fire. I don't mind walking through the fire by my motherfucking self. Hold my head, my motherfucking chest out. That's how I garner respect. That's how I gain respect. Let me repeat again. Dave Canales will be fired. He will not have a third season. I don't give a damn what y'all say. He didn't have a chance to have his quarterback. He didn't get a chance to have his own defensive coordinator. I don't care. When I see a head coach that is not ready, that is not NFL head coach ready, his playbook is average, below average. Defensive coordinators know everything he runs. There's no schematic scheme. There's no razzle dazzle. There's no trendy plays. You got to go, Dave. You got to go. You got to go, Dave Canales. You got to go. Monday meeting with Canales and Tepper probably was a warning. He'll be fired. Yes, it's a warning. It's a warning. And David Tepper told Dave Canales, if it continues to trend this way, I'm going to fire you. And I'm going to get rid of Bryce Young. I don't care. I will fire you. I will fire Dan Morgan. I will release Bryce Young. I don't give a damn. I get over $500 million per year from off the NFL. I will fire you. You know what the 3 letters stand for in the NFL? Not for long. We're not going to sit here and wait on Dave Canales for his 3rd and 4th year for Dave Canales to finally say, you know what, I finally got it. Nah, you should have finally got it when you signed your name on that fucking contract. You should have known what you signed up for, Dave Canales. There's no way possible. There's no way possible that you're going to be able to survive this. Romaster said I wasn't fired Dan Morgan. You're damn lie, I'm going to fire Dan Morgan. I'm going to fire Mr. Bug-Eye, Mr. Don't Blink. I'm going to fire you, Dan Morgan. This is the part of your product. I'm not leaving nobody. But I know you're going to catch it. You're going to catch it, Dan Morgan. You hired Dave Canales. It was plenty more head coaches out here that you could have went. You went for him. That's your right-hand man. That's your boy. You got to go, Dan. This piss poor product that you put out here, all these practice squad players that you put out here, this is on Dan Morgan. This is you, Dan Morgan. You claimed this draft class. You claimed it last year and this year. I told y'all. I am one of the rare ones. While y'all feasting on Bryce, I'm feasting on Dave Canales. When I'm done with Dave Canales, I'm going to Dan Morgan. While y'all feasting on Dave Canales, I'm feasting on Dan Morgan. See, I'm ahead of y'all. I'm ahead of schedule, y'all. Because I want to sit back and watch y'all say, damn, you know what? S.L.R was right. Shit. God damn, he was right. What the fuck? Damn. He laid that shit step by step, and that shit went just like that. Damn. I would never thought they would fire Dan Canales. Damn, I would never thought they would have fired Dan Morgan. Damn. Bro, when it's this bad, and the organization look this bad, everybody got to go. Everybody got to go, including Dan No Blink Morgan. Yeah, Dan No Blink Morgan had the binoculars with Scott Fitterer and was watching Bryce Dipper Young at Alabama. I want listen. I want them podcasts. I'm gonna get the whole clique. Not one. I'm getting the whole squad. I'm getting the whole squad for sure. For sure. Yeah, let's get into this good content. Let's get into this good. Before I get into it, I like to start off with the Bryce intro.
Great power comes great responsibility.
You heard him. One more time. Let's run this shit.
Great power comes great responsibility.
Let's run this shit back again, because this is a elite quarterback. This is an elite quarterback now.
Great power comes great responsibility.
Now I want to shoot to the owner. I want to shoot to where all this started, where all the pain and suffering started.
So, So I got on the phone and I said, I saw Bryce at the Super Bowl. See, you see a bunch of these guys at parties and such. So I saw Bryce and I said, I said, Bryce, remember when we were at the Super Bowl? I told you we were going to pick a quarterback, and I wasn't kidding. And I said, you want to trade in some Sweet Home Alabama for some Sweet Carolina? So he was just excited. He was like, I don't know if you could see him on the screen. He was like a little tenseness in his face, but then he was like, you could feel him just like, I'm so happy, sort of thing through the phone.
Why did you guys?
See that? You see that? The man stalked them at the Super Bowl and made Bryce sit with him at the Super Bowl and watch the game. David Tepper, you can go too, bro. If you can't get your shit together, you can go too. Romaster said, "Why?" Romaster said, "Why that boy got on that muscle suit?" that's PPP them boy. That's PPP them boy. Hey, that's C3 them boys. Hey, that's Rashad and Days boy. Your favorite boy. Hey, that's your boy. It's your boy. That's elite. That's what elite look like. That's what elite wear. Once again, let's go back to the favorite quarterback.
Great power comes great responsibility.
One more time.
Great power comes great responsibility.
That shit crazy. Only S.L.R can put out content like that. Only S.L.R do this shit because you know me. You know me. You know how I roll. I'm uncensored. You know how I do. Hey, you know I don't play with this Carolina Panther content. Yeah, I'm gonna keep it different. Yeah, let's get into it. Where I want to start. Let's go with this right here. Let's go with the Carolina Panthers after the loss. After the loss to Jacksonville Jaguars, you would think that the Carolina Panthers in practice will be serious minded in practice. No horse playing, no dancing, no fooling around. I don't want to hear no fucking music. I don't want to hear no music or nothing. This is strictly football. Tense pressure. Everybody got different looks. Everybody mean mugging it. Their teammates, you know what I'm saying? Everybody on edge right now. If you say anything to me, homeboy, I'm liable to smack your ass today. I don't give a damn we teammates. Do you really think you had that sense of urgency after that loss in practice? Let's show you how Dave Canales is running his practices after loss. Roll the footage. I'm done. I'm done with Dave Canales. I'm done with this team right here. This team that is put together, this 2025 team, I am done. See, I am an exposer. I love to expose. I listen. I love to show content that other content creators are not going to show you, because you know why? It hurts their likes, their views, and their subscribers. They don't want you to run off. They don't want you to run away. See me, I don't give a damn because you're gonna come back, because you know why? I got the truth over here. You can feel comfortable over here. I am the voice of the voiceless. I'm going to show you again. After the Jacksonville Jaguars loss, have Dave Canales, Bryce Young got this practicing looking after a loss. These two don't give a fuck about this organization. The only thing they care about is that money hitting their bank account at the end of the day. Let me show you one more time currently what the Carolina Panthers are looking like and feeling after a devastating, big time embarrassing loss to the Jacksonville Jaguars. This is what we doing. You just seen Andy Dalton that got over 10 plus years in the NFL as a quarterback, multiple playoff wins under his quarterback. Andy Dalton was one of the guys that was drafted by the Cincinnati Bengals when the Cincinnati Bengals was in the basement and gave him a relevancy, gave him a name again. Andy Dalton was supposed to came to Carolina and make Bryce a pro quarterback, make him better, get him through adversity. And you see what he's doing and contributing. Dancing around. You see Bryce doing handshakes, dancing around. You see Dave Canales laughing with the players. I'm done with this team. I'm so fucking done with this team, man. You only can know. You only can imagine. You only can imagine. This team ain't serious. They're gonna go into Arizona and they're gonna get embarrassed really, really bad. I'm showing you this because I'm showing you the type of head coach that Dave Canales is. He's not serious about winning. I'm sorry. He is not serious about winning. Roadmaster said we got to find a way to get Tepper the fuck up out of here. True. J. Cole had a group of investors ready to buy the team. You're going to have to spend. This is what I done heard because I got my ears to the streets. I'm everywhere. I'm in a lot of pockets in the Carolina Panther organization. I'm in a lot of pockets. For you to buy the Carolina Panthers, if David Tepper sells this team, you're going to have to spend at least $8 to $10 billion to get this team. Not only that the standard rate right now, currently going to get an NFL team, you had to spend at least $6 billion. That's the start. You had to have $2 billion already ready in cash, in liquid cash, to even get to the table, to even speak to Godell. You have to have $2 billion. The last team that was sold, that was bought, was sold for $10 billion. If the Carolina Panthers are estimated to be worth $4 billion, David Tepper is going to want at least 8 to 10 million, to 8 to 10 billion. So, you know, you know, you may have a better chance of having Raleigh get a football team because David Tepper, he's taking the Carolina Panthers and he's taking it somewhere else. It will not be in Charlotte. He's just not going to sell the team. I mean, I don't know. Somebody come about 10, 12 billion, he'll leave the Carolina Panthers right where they're at. He'll get his ass on. That's the only way. And other than that, though, you trying to lowball him? Nah. He'll just take the team, go to San Antonio, go to Texas somewhere where there ain't no taxes, and he can save a lot more money. And on top of that, him and Jerry Jones is besties. Besties. Real Master say that's some bullshit. We ain't out here playing around. This is business time. You play like practice. I told you. I told you. I told you. See, I'm gonna drop that exclusive content. I told you this is what the Carolina Panthers be doing. I told you this is what they be doing. But see, if I go on certain people channels and I say Dave Canales can't be trusted, Dave Canales ain't ready, he's not head coach ready. Oh, there's money on my head. Get him out of here. You don't know what the fuck you talking about. You don't know what the fuck you talking about. How you gonna say this about Dave Canales? And then look at you. I show content. I show you proof. This is after the Jacksonville Jaguar loss. Dave Canales should be mad, frustrated, embarrassed. He's not. He's out there with the guys laughing, giggling around. Bryce Young doing handshakes, dancing, Andy Dalton dancing and doing this is after a loss to Jacksonville. Come on, man. Come on, man. Dave Canales got to go. Dave Canales got to go. I need a lot more support. Support me on this. Support me on this. Say S.L.R is goddamn right. He's right. That man knows he knows what he be talking about. Andy Dalton, he said Andy don't care about shit but his hair as long as he cashing that goddamn check. As long as he getting the check don't bounce. That's true. That's all Andy caring about. How the hell you one of the highest paid backup quarterbacks and you doing shit like this? Come on, man. Come on, man. Get out of here. Tepper gonna up the price since he got the soccer team. That's facts. Facts. 10 billion. You got 10 billion. 10 billion because you got to buy the soccer team. So he got to get a couple billion off the soccer team. Shit. 10 billion. You got $10 billion. We can get David Tepper the fuck up out of here. Let's raise that. Do I need to make a GoFundMe? Do I need to make a GoFundMe to fire Dave Tepper? We're going to have to raise $10 billion, though. I'm being facts. These boys out here motherfucking playing around in practice and shit.
I know it's only week 1 with the Panthers, but I'm almost ready to quit for the whole season. I'm almost ready to just throw away the whole team. They got 1, maybe 2 more Sundays left in me, or I'm done. Bryce Young is not the answer. I've been saying it since his rookie year that we should have just gotten just CJ and then been through with it. But we got Bryce and we got to deal with it. But he is not the answer. I'm going to give y'all 2 more Sundays. After that, I'm done. Keep pounding.
That's PPP right there. That's how PPP talking now. That right there was strictly for PPP right there. The one of the biggest Bryce supporters on YouTube, ready to turn his back. I'm more ashamed. Listen, I am more ashamed and disappointed at the pro Bryce supporters. All that pro Bryce talk, all that pro Bryce propaganda y'all was doing on your channels. Just the game, likes and subscribes, super chats, and cash apps. You played the game. I didn't play the game. I didn't play the game. I could have. I could have came on my channel and be pro Bryce. I could have. I could have easily played the game and it got a lot more people, got a lot more eyes on my channel. But I refuse to do that. Because I refuse because for you to last in this YouTube game to do this, you got to be different. You got to be real about your shit. You cannot sound like the rest of them. There's too many Carolina Panther podcasters that sound the same. So it's like they pass the paper around. Yo, just take this formula and just do that and pass it around. Like I don't get it. And like when you start talking different about Bryce Young, you don't played your hand. You've been exposed to me. I see you for what you are. You all know nothing but propaganda talk. You ain't real. You not no, you're not. Yeah, and when you so super analytical about that shit, but then you be wrong about the real shit, like come on, man. You can't say you for Bryce and then you giving Bryce an ultimate. He only got 2 games and I'm done with him. You can't be done with him. The whole spring and summer, your content was pro Bryce. You can't not be done. You can't be done. Why the fuck is you want to be a pro flip flopper? Why do you want to be a fucking pro flip flopper? Nobody wants to listen to you. Nobody wants to listen to that bullshit. How can somebody believe you, Super Chat, put anything in you when we know for a fact you're a turncoat? We know it. Now, don't get me wrong. It's like church. Some people like that. Some people like their church. They're going to continue to go to their church. They don't give a damn at the pastor line. They don't give a damn about the ideologies. They like it. They going to continue to go there. That's fine. Fine. That's fine. I respect you more if you just stand on it. I said support the man. Support him. Don't run away and shy away from him. Support him. He needs all your help. we ain't even playing around at practice in high school. Stretch, warm up, and then straight dress. That's what I'm saying. That's all Dave Canales. And see, this is the beauty of this, Roadmaster. After we lose to the Arizona Cardinals, the glaring light is going to be on Dave Canales. Because see, I'm done with Bryce. It's Dave. I'm only watching Dave Canales play calling. That's all I'm watching. I'm watching like an eagle and a hawk. All 4 quarters, I'm watching nothing but play calling and see he make any adjustments. That's all I don't give a damn about what Bryce can throw the ball in the stands 20 times. I don't care if Bryce go for 10, for 35. I don't care. I already know what Bryce is. I'm going after Dave Canales. And then I have more credibility, more than ever, to go to Dan Morgan and say, now you're next. Yeah, for sure. He said PPP said he's not a Bryce sexual no more. Shit. He still should be. He still should be. He still won. I'm gonna tell you why he still won. Because all Bryce gotta do is win one game. Bryce can win one game, he's right back to it. He's right back to it. I don't want to hear that. PPP should just stand on it. Stand on it, man. Just stand on it. Either your chat, your fan base, either they gonna love you or they gonna hate you. If they like the content, they like what you do, they gonna ride with you. Stand on it. I don't want to hear about you tired of losing. I don't want to hear that. You promoted, you advocated, and you defended Bryce Young, and Bryce has been a loser since he came in the NFL. You had the record. You knew what Bryce Young record was, and you still promoted him. I don't want to hear that. He's been a loser. You supported a loser. Don't run away with it now. Don't run away with it now. You're not gonna gain no new fans. You're not gonna gain no new subscribers if you switch and go against Bryce. That's not gonna work because we heard you before. We done heard you did that before. That's old. That's not gonna work, PvP. It's not gonna work. Any content creator that was pro Bryce and when Bryce got benched, you went against him, and then you went back in this season with pro Bryce and you try to flip again. It's not gonna work. We done heard it. You're a flip flopper. You're a flip flopper. You just might just do film breakdown. Don't even talk. Just break the film down and say like, subscribe, share, comment to my YouTube channel, and cut that shit off. I'm on Unc neck too. He he ain't pull up and die too. Hey, I'm gonna tell you now. Unc hell, but I told Unc you're a bad omen. You're a bad omen to the Carolina Panthers. Because you the one that say when you go to Carolina Panther games, they win. They have not won a damn game. Every game you don't went to, they ain't won one. They ain't won one. They ain't won one. You ain't. But the thing that I respect about Unc know he a flip flopper. He don't give a fuck. He don't care. He know he a flip flopper. He know that. He know that. But what I need Unc to do, just like PPP, they need to stand on that shit. Support that man. Support that man. So, because listen, there's only so much flip flop you can do when people like, nah, man, we tired of hearing that motherfucker bullshit. Stand with Bryce because he need all your love, Unc. He needs it. He need a hug. He need a hug. Yeah. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's the only thing y'all did win was Fan Fest. Yeah, that's the only thing you want, Fan Fest. And listen, if anybody said there was over 10,000, 12, 15, 20, 30, 40,000 people at Fan Fest, that's a damn lie. It was probably no more than under 5,000 at Fan Fest. Probably wasn't even 5,000 at Fan Fest. So just for you getting that many people in, because you're not going to get that at the home games, that was a win. That was a win. He said I noticed. He said I noticed last year he said I noticed last year they get the play calls out super late. Yeah. The reason why Dave Canales get the play calls out super late is Dave Canales is running. Dave Canales is giving Bryce Young 3 plays. He's giving Bryce 3 plays. So Bryce has 3 options when he goes out there. Now he can pick and choose which one he wants now. But Dave Canales is giving him 3 plays that he can choose from that he can go out there and execute. And Bryce can't process the game fast enough to go out there. That's the reason why when Bryce is getting the ball, Bryce is clapping that too. Because Bryce is trying to figure out which play that he needs to run. Because Dave Canales is giving him like 3 plays. Because they have to shut the they shut the helmet off at think like 15 seconds. You get 25 seconds, but they shut it off at 15. So Dave Canales shoots out 3 play calls, and Bryce got to go out there and pick one and execute the play. That's what's been going on. Now, the problem is that Bryce Young is so stupid. He won't wear a play call sheet on the wristband like Frank Wright tried to tell him his rookie year. Take the play call wristband. No, I don't need it. I'm too smart. I'm too smart. Just sitting in my helmet, and I'm going to process it. I'm going to go. The stupid motherfucker should have took the goddamn play calling sheet on his wrist. That's the problem. If you having a problem dissecting the play, getting it out, and you constantly getting the ball with 1 second left, you're going out with the goddamn quarterback wrist play. When you not going to continue to embarrass me. Now, this is looking bad on Dave Canales once again. This is a head coach that just said a couple of days ago that I am pushing for younger players to play. What? You pushing? What? I know I just did not say a coach that's making $6 million per year say that he's pushing for younger players to play. Oh, you a puppet. Oh, you a puppet. So you got no control over this team. You just a puppet. You just a figurehead with a goddamn with some headphones on. So you're telling me that you got to go ask Dan Morgan to get younger players on the field. You're not a head coach. You're not even believable. And from this point on, Dave Canales will lose the locker room. He will lose the locker room. Trust and believe. Just because I show y'all that rah-rah play shit that they're doing now in practice, they're not even taking practice serious. That's how I know they're going to get their ass whooped by the Arizona Cardinals. Trust me, he's going to lose the locker room. This team is trash. And I want them to have the number 1 pick in the draft. I want them to have the number 1 pick in the draft. And from this point on, I think it's negligence for them to even want to trade the number 1 pick once they get it, because they so fucking stupid that they don't even know how to even get the best deal for that number 1 pick. He said, "Nah, Fan Fest was packed." To a certain extent. Tell them, you know what, Bro Master, tell them to have a pre-Fan Fest. Tell them to have a Fan Fest Saturday before the Atlanta game. On week 3, tell them to have a pre-Fan Fest on Saturday. And let's see that Fan Fest be packed. Let's see that Fan Fest be packed. People blaming the center for snapping before Bryce was ready, but he see the play clock running out. Yeah, that's preseason. Preseason reps. That's all that is. That's all it should have been. No, regardless of what, if we would have lost every preseason game, the reps that Bryce and Austin Colbert would have got would have been priceless. And this is the problem. When you got media saying that the Jacksonville Jaguar game was technically really the Carolina Panthers preseason game because none of their starters hardly played in the preseason, that's indictment on the coach. That's indictment on the GM, and that is indictment on the owner. When are you going to start blaming Dave Canales, Dan Morgan, and David Tepper? Stop saying David Tepper and not blaming Dan Morgan or Dave Canales. I don't know why are you continue to protect Dave Canales and Dan Morgan. I don't get it. This is Dan Morgan. Second year as being the general manager, and this is the product that Dan Morgan, no blink, is putting out there. When are you going to hold Dan Morgan and Dave Canales accountable? Stop putting shit on Evero. That shit is just old and whack to me because Evero don't want to be here. So stop saying fire Evero and putting it on Evero. Evero don't give a damn. He don't want to fucking be here. Y'all need to start concentrating on other people like Dave Canales and Dan Morgan. God damn, get off Evero's fucking neck. That shit is just getting priceless. It just don't even make sense. Shit, you don't think Evero wants to leave Carolina? You don't think Evero wants to get the hell out of here? He does. Shit, just as bad as y'all want him gone, he wants to be gone. On that man's neck for what?
When you talk about Bryce Young, the way they closed the season, finished 5-12, but it was the second half play.
Oh, where that shit
at? From a play calling standpoint, specifically on that 4th and 1, would you do things differently, or do you still like the play call after watching tape?
We had good matchups. We had what we wanted. We just got to execute it, and that's kind of what we went back to. And Bryce and I had that conversation. It was like he liked the call. We had guys in good matchups, and we just got to execute.
Did he try to throw the ball away, or was it just off the mark? And if so, would you rather him take the shot just in case? Even
I thought it was kind of a miscommunication. Was Xavier going to break to the front pylon or go to the back pylon? I think he was taking a shot to the back pylon on it.
Was that supposed to be a rub route, and did T-Mac run the right route?
On the 4th and 1? No, it was not. Yeah.
See, Dave Canales just put it all on Bryce Young. But he tried to be, see, this is the reason why I don't like Dave. He tried to be sarcastic and nice with it. Bryce got to execute the play, guys. He just got to execute. Get the fuck out of here. That's not what I want to hear from my head coach. You can't be stern with it. You can't say, I'm disappointed. I'm disappointed in a quarterback that's in his 3rd year that is still making first-year mistakes. That's what I want to hear. That I don't hear. You know what, guys? This execution, it was on Bryce, It was on him. Legate didn't run the wrong route. No, nothing. It's just on Bryce. We just had to execute. That's what we do. That's what I told him in practice Monday. You just gotta hit that, Bryce. You just gotta hit it. You gotta execute. Shut the fuck up. Ain't he pissing me off, man? Evero can leave. If you don't want to be here, leave, nigga. That's true, but he been want to leave. But you know when the owner says you leave when I want you to leave, he gotta stay. I mean, plus he getting paid like $4 million. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, it ain't Evero. It's not Evero, Master. Evero try to get interviews. He try to get defensive coordinator position. He try to get a position in it. He tried to escape, and David Tepper said no. But you know what? After this year, he doesn't have to worry about that. He said he and Sanders wide the fuck open right in front of him. Yeah, that's facts. That's what I'm saying. Xavier and Sanders. All he had to do was just lob that right there to Sanders. Sanders wasn't sitting in the stands. I don't know. Listen. I don't know which wide receiver was in the stands. I don't know who was. Somebody had to be wearing a Carolina Panther jersey in the stands that Bryce thought they was in the game, and Bryce threw the ball to him. I don't listen. Man, he would have never seen the field. I'd have yanked his ass out and put. Beep, beep. No, bro, I got a family to feed. At this point in time, Bryce, I think you're sabotaging me. That's what I think, Bryce. Because who was in the stands? Who are you throwing to? You had Xavier Legette. You had Xavier Legette and Sanders. What? Man, that boy. From there, I knew. It was a bad day. It was a bad day. You can't tell me. You can't tell me, man. I can't quit. I mean, I see after the Atlanta game, a lot of players are going to quit. Dave Canales will lose the locker room. Going 0-3, you'll lose the locker room for sure. And once you lose the locker room, you got to fire the coach. Because listen, by me preaching this is what I'm getting ahead of. Because I'm steamrolling this. Because a lot of people do listen to me. I'm steamrolling this. And once the media picks it up, the media is already picking it up. They already. But once I steamroll it, the media steamrolls it. The ones who trying to save Dave, get out the way. To the pro Dave Canales fans, the ones who are trying to save Dave Canales from drowning, he's going to drown. And I'm going to make sure he drowns. Yeah. Get out the way. Get out the way. I don't want to see, listen, I don't want to see you crying and sad in defeat. No, just get out the way. Let us do what we have to do to clean this organization up and get this organization back to where we were to be. We only one trophy away from completing our trophy case. All we gotta do is just go win the Super Bowl. The trophy case is complete. Let me and my peoples and my chats do our thing. Stay out my way. Yeah. He threw the ball to hell yeah. Hell yeah. Y'all listen, bro, Master. Tell do not show up at the Atlanta Falcons game. Tell to not go to the Atlanta Falcons game. Don't. Unc's a bad. Listen, the Carolina Panthers has not won a game that any game the Unc Zone went to since Bryce has been the starting quarterback. They have not. Stay at home. Hit the live button. Stop wasting your bread.
to the Carolina Panthers social media team, don't piss me off this morning. Because every time we get destroyed, y'all never want to talk about what happened. You want to talk about, hey, let's watch the defensive tackles do the hot chip challenge. I don't want to see that. Okay, I don't want to see Derek Brown finish the song lyrics. I don't care what Bryce Young has for a pregame meal. I don't want to hear about Xavier Legette's horse dollar bill. I don't want to hear that. You know what I do want to see? I want to see them in that locker room devastated. So I know they care. Okay? I want to see Bryce Young in the film room. I want to see J.C. Horn going in on the DBs. I want to see practice. I want to see passion. I want to see that they want to win. I don't need any of this. Y'all are gonna sit here and have Sir Purr doing whatever dance. None of that. We need to focus. If it's gonna be another year of disaster, fine, but don't gaslight me again, please. There's nothing good about yesterday. Nothing. How about we make a video about locking in? Let's do that.
You hear the fans. You hear it. You hear it. This is what I'm here for. I am here to be the beacon of light for the fans like him. This is what I do this for. This is why I'm in the Carolina Panthers sector for. Because we tired. We seen it. I done seen it. We started from 95 to 96. We won the bid in 93 and 94. We started playing in 95, 96. I've been there from the jump to Erickson Stadium, the Clemson Stadium. S.L.R. has been there. Ain't nobody gonna tell me that I'm not a Carolina Panther fan. I believe that more every day. I done been through the struggles, been through the loss, been through the multiple 20, 30 fucking quarterbacks that's done played here. Ain't nobody gonna tell me about my team. That's what makes me good at this. Because I done seen it all, done been through it all, and I know what it takes for us to get there. And I know the formula that it takes. And that formula is not a guy that wears a fucking Spider-Man outfit. And he's 5'10". Y'all gonna have to stop, man. Y'all gonna have to stop. Yes, got 2 sections for week 3. I gotta chill talking about you. Yeah, most definitely, man. Just goddamn, just go to the game, enjoy it. You know what I'm saying? And put the power back in. Come on my channels, go on your favorite podcasting channels, and let the Carolina Panthers, but still in the same time, let them know how y'all feel while y'all there. Shit, you have the right, you had entitlement to that. Let them know, because they need to know why y'all there live. Y'all need to know how trash they are. I'm not going to a game until I see better. I'm not going to a game long Bryce Young is there. That's just facts. That's just facts. The only way that I would have to go to a game if Bryce Young is there, Carolina Panthers got to be in position of winning of the division, a guaranteed spot in the playoffs. That's the only way. I don't go there for hopes and dreams and aspirations. I want to go to see winning product on the field. That's not a winning product.
Okay. So, are you guys just as sick of the Panthers as I am? It's like every freaking year we start out horrible. They were not ready to play today. And, you know, they all this talking about, oh, we've had a good practice. Oh, this has been great. Oh, this has been great. Oh, we're going to fear the Carolina Panthers. Ain't nobody fearing the Carolina Panthers right now. What's to fear? Bryce Young is not the answer, okay? Now, I don't say I don't like Bryce Young, because I do. And yeah, last year he stepped up, in that second half after he got benched, but he did not show up today. Defense, once again, Everoy, Gerald, whatever his freaking name is, that defensive coordinator we've had for the last 3 years has never been able to stop the run, and Jaguars ran all over us. I'm tired, okay? I am tired. I've been a fan since they started. This is the only team I will ever root for. I love the Panthers. But I am tired. Very, very tired.
What happened to the Carolina Panthers down in Jacksonville? You spent all offseason getting excited. You start talking all this shit. You hear it's Bryce Young's breakout year. The team's going to look a lot different. Okay. Let me put on my Carolina Panthers jersey again. Let me put on my Carolina Panthers hat. By halftime of week 1, you look like an absolute goofball. Oh my God. Look at this guy. He's wearing a Carolina Panthers jersey. Is he all right? No. I'm not okay because we just got ransacked again. We cannot do this for another year. Please. This is the overall overreaction. Xavier Legette cannot have you on the field. Cannot have you on the field. If you're not going to block, if you're not going to catch the ball and keep your feet in bounds from a good pass, and what else did you do? We can't have you on the field. Where's Jalen Coker? That quad, we can't have this. Ejeri Vero, the scheme is terrible, my boy. We get ran on every single game. 200 plus yards. I don't know how many yards we actually gave up. It had to be at least 200 on the ground. Where was Derrick Brown? He's one of the best defensive tackles in the league, and we can't even get him in on a play. The scheme is terrible. Where is, we need Icky back. Right now. This team, you see the Saints. They scored more points than we did. You see the Bucks and the Falcons. It's like levels, and we're not on the same level. We look like doo-doo. Can we please not do this for another year? Please.
Yes, it's easy to focus on Bryce Young, and I think everybody's in agreement that Bryce Young was not good. Even the peanut punch, I get it. That's a heads-up play. That's Jacksonville just playing better than you, which that gets to the larger problem. Why did they look prepared and you didn't? And I know this sounds like a broken record hindsight situation, but I still think Dave Canales screwed up with his preseason approach. Okay. You had red flags that popped up against Houston and you took them off the field rather than, no, you go work this damn thing out. And then they didn't play in the third preseason game.
As Roy Williams used to love to say, we could play the game in Alaska. It doesn't matter.
True.
Right? They could have played the whole preseason. See the Giants. And their offensive line was awful.
Yeah.
Russell Wilson's going to get benched because he was awful.
Yeah.
But they were on fire in the preseason. So I hear what you're saying about the preseason. But the truth of the matter is the Panthers have a lack of talent.
Mm-hmm.
They have a loft problem. It was not solved in the offseason. They're trying on the offense, but defensively, oof.
Dave Canales, number 5, the Panthers head coach, entering year 3. If they have a disaster this year, I think David Tepper, in lieu of throwing a drink on a fan, may fill out a pink slip for Dave Canales if they have a disaster. And I know there's kind of a vibe that, hey, maybe the Panthers are going to, maybe they will. I don't know. But I know this, there's going to be 6, 7, 8, 9 teams at the end of the year. Feeling is going to be, they suck. What are they going to do to get better? And if the Panthers fall into that band of teams, could be they disband the coaching staff and David Tepper finds somebody else.
Don't get hot in the hot seat like Dave Canales.
For the second straight year, the Carolina Panthers looked ill-prepared to play an NFL game to begin the season under head coach Dave Canales. We saw communication issues and operational issues on offense. Maybe you'd like to give him a pass because it's just his second year as head coach, but then you'd have to remember that the Jacksonville Jaguars were led by a rookie head coach in Liam Cohen, who made Canales look like an amateur in just his first game as a head coach. The Jags won 26-10. Quarterback Bryce Young also didn't look good, throwing 2 interceptions and fumbling the ball away. 3 total giveaways in this game, making this the 3rd straight year that Young has had multiple giveaways in the first game of the season. That, ladies and gentlemen, is a trend. So now the microscope sits on 2 people who are supposed to turn this franchise around. The hotshot young offensive-minded coach that still hasn't turned the Panthers' offense into a true threat, and the number 1 overall pick that the franchise traded so much for. My question is, why aren't these 2 on the same page in year 2 already? Is Dave Canales in over his head as a head coach? Is Bryce Young a bust? Maybe it's both. Canales did help turn other quarterbacks around at other stops. However, his offensive starters only had 18 total snaps together in the preseason, none of which came when he was calling the plays. Ill-prepared, as I stated earlier. Canales and Young better shape it up quickly, because if there is an improvement from last year's 5-12 finish, well, both could be looking for new homes. The Panthers play at Arizona this Sunday.
Yes, Bryce Young didn't lose the game. The Carolina Panthers lost the game. The defense, once again, gave up 200 yards rushing for the 7th straight game. It's not all on Bryce. There were drops in that game. There were busts in that game. It was a organizational team failure on Sunday down in Jacksonville. The problem is the way Bryce Young played was not new to us. It was awfully familiar. We have seen that Bryce Young before, and that is what the problem is with him.
He was watching the helmet. He was watching the helmet. He's watching the damn. He was watching the helmet. He was watching the helmet.
So I got a question. How many more chances is Bryce Young going to get? I mean, ever since he was drafted with the number 1 overall pick, when the only person in the Panthers organization that wanted to take him was the owner of the Panthers. Everybody else, it was reported, wanted C.J. Stroud. And look how it turned out. I mean, sure, you can blame the Panthers as a team, you know, their organization, the way they built the team around him. Maybe that has something to do with his poor development. But at some point, you got to put the focus on Bryce Young. I mean, look, this is the season where it's basically his last shot. He was benched last year after playing only 12 games, and this is how he starts his first game of this season. Barely 50% completion rate, 154 yards passing, 1 touchdown, 2 picks, on an average of 4.4 yards per completion. Come on now, with a QBR of 20. And then when you look at his career so far, his first 2 years, the numbers don't get much better. This was his first year. 2,877 yards, 11 touchdowns, 10 picks. They won 2 games. I mean, even last year's numbers, when he got benched after 12 games, he had more touchdowns, less picks, and a higher QB rating. His completion percentage was about the same, but still. And then he comes out like this with his first game. Like, come on, man. I'm just trying to figure out at what point are people allowed to label guys a bust? How does he have to perform this year? Like, how bad does he have to perform before we can call him a bust? Because quite honestly, I don't see his numbers from week 1 improving that much. I mean, sure, he's not going to have that bad of a game every single week, but I don't see, a massive jump in his stats in the near future. To me, it seems like Bryce Young is the kind of guy that will be a career backup and will be a solid backup on any team he's on. But as a full-time starter, he's just not cutting it.
Who were the biggest losers in Sunday's loss to the Jaguars? I actually think it's Dave Canales.
It reminded us of so many Panthers problems of the past, allowing so many rushing yards, the Joe Brady era where we couldn't get a freaking play call in on time. The fact that you still have wide receiver miscues with high draft picks there. Xavier Legette does not look good.
That was my second biggest loser.
And Dave Canales after the game, I'm not usually as hard on head coaches post-game pressers because there's just nothing they can say. At the same time, there are some answers that don't ease my level of concern. And I'm reminded of Matt Rule pressers. Like, it's not that bad, but there was so much reminding us of how bad it used to be, and I guess still is. And
after a while, you start to become numb to it. And I get it's the first game out of the gate. Then there was hope and some optimism coming out of this off season and through training camp. But once you give the customers that slop again, at some point, people start to just lose interest more so than they already have. And I got a feeling that based on some of the reaction that I picked up on yesterday, Panther fans are at this point, and it's going to take a while to get people back in that building more so than they needed to in the past.
From a play calling standpoint, specifically on that 4th and 1, would you do things differently, or do you still like the play call after watching tape?
We had good matchups. We had what we wanted. We just got to execute it, and that's kind of what we went back to. And Bryce and I had that conversation. It was like he liked the call. We had guys in good matchups, and we just got to execute.
Did he try to throw the ball away, or was it just off the mark? And if so, would you rather him take the shot just in case?
I thought it was kind of a miscommunication. Was Xavier going to break to the front pylon or go to the back pylon? I think he was taking a shot to the back pylon on it.
Was that supposed to be a rub route, and did T-Mac run the right route?
On the 4th and 1? No, it was not. Yeah.
Panthers fans, don't start that overreacting to Bryce Young stuff. Don't start that Bryce Young ain't this and Bryce Young ain't that and we need a new. Stop that. Don't even start that. Bryce Young showed you the second half of last season how good he is. This is week 1. Don't start that. And I don't think he played a horrible game. Coach Cherry, he had 3 turnovers. I know. Now, this is what I want to see from Bryce Young more. That right there. Pocket breaks down. Nobody's open. Just go. Use your athleticism. That's what I want to see more from Bryce Young. And you got out of bounds, so it's a safe play. 2 interceptions. One of those interceptions is not his. That one of them should have been caught. So I'm not giving him one of those interceptions because that pass should have been caught. The lost fumble and the other pick, 2 turnovers. 2 turnovers. But you gotta remember, He and the starters didn't get a lot of preseason reps. These are the reps they should have had in the preseason. They're getting their reps now. So you're going to have to be patient. And maybe even next week in Arizona, it might look similar. Week 3 against New England, I think you'll see the real Panthers. I have a question though. What are the Panthers? Because if I'm a defensive coordinator, if I'm the Arizona Cardinals defensive coordinator, and I'm watching the week 1 film, I'm saying, I'm taking away Tedero McMillan. Because on film, what other receiving threat did you see? If you're a D coordinator, what other receiving threat did you see that you would say, oh, that guy can hurt us? Who did you see? If I'm a D coordinator, I'm taking away T-Mac and I'm saying, you got to beat me with somebody else in the passing game. You got to beat me with somebody else. I'm taking that. No. Sliding a safety over. My number 1 corners on T-Mac, double coverage, something. Now, the Panthers' run game was fine. They averaged 4.5 yards a carry. Chuba Hubbard averaged almost 4 yards a carry. Bryce had 5 rushes for 40 yards. Rico Dowdle had 3 carries for 12 yards. Even ETN had a carry for 4 yards. So it's about 4.5 yards per carry. I'll take that. They just got down by so much. They had to kind of get away from it. But moving forward, I think they'll play better. But my question is, if a defense decides to take away Tedero McMillan, who's your next option?
Let me show you one of the most concerning things about the game yesterday. So this is the data about the pressure rate. Pressure rate essentially means how much pressure is that defensive line. It's not sacks. It's how much pressure is that defensive line putting on an opposing quarterback. The Carolina Panthers their number was 13%. 13%, that's lower. I know we haven't had a Monday night game, so Chicago and Minnesota haven't played, but that's the lowest number of any team. I don't understand. If you're Dan Morgan, if you're Canales, if you went to go get Scorton, if you went to go get Princely, why are they playing less than 10 snaps? It literally makes no sense. You did not draft these players, make trades for these players. You traded. You did some finagling with Denver to go get these players. Let them play. Pat Jones and Wanham, who I think had a fine game, play your rookies. It's just so disappointing to me that and it's week 1, I get it, but Evero's not going to make it the whole season if we're going to put 13% on opposing quarterbacks. It was atrocious.
Yeah, you heard it. You heard it. Evero ain't gonna make it, or Dave Canales ain't gonna make it. And as I say, I'm standing 10 toes down on the Dave Canales. I'm in the forefront. I'm in the front line. I'm leading the charge on that. S.L.R is leading the charge on Dave Canales. Should be fired immediately. You're gonna see. You're gonna see. And then you're gonna be like, damn, S.L.R, you was right about Dave. I've been trying to tell you. But thankful acknowledgement though. Just giving y'all a heads up of what I see. We have a head coach that does not even have control. Don't even have control of this team. He does not have his hands on it. Dave Canales is a supervisor. That's what he is. He's a supervisor. That's exactly what he is. He just watches people. They watch hours. Management. That's it. He's not a head coach. He's a supervisor. So here is Dave Canales' new name. I just named him. Dave Supervisor Canales. That's what he is. He's not a head coach. He's a supervisor. He don't even have control. He can't even make decisions. He can't make roster decisions without asking. Wow. Not Dave, supervisor Canales. Yeah. Bryce Dipper Young. We on the road to Arizona. Most definitely I will be doing a pick and prediction for the Carolina Panthers and Arizona Cardinals. Most definitely be tapping into that when I be going live for that. And most definitely will be going live for the game. I probably go live around about 3:50, 10 minutes till 4. Cause again, I think the game starts around about 4:10, somewhere around in there. So we most definitely will be going live at 4:00. You know how I do it every Sunday, or when the Carolina Panthers play Monday, Thursday, Sunday. You know we're going live. Make sure you tap in, share the live, let everybody know, and join in on the live. Most definitely, yeah. Most definitely, we here to watch the disaster as it unfolds. We most definitely. So most definitely tap in, join in. We're going live 4:00 Sunday. Carolina Panthers take the road and take the show to Arizona before they come home for the week 3 matchup at home, the home opener against the Atlanta Falcons. Will the Carolina Panthers beat the Arizona Cardinals? The game is winnable, but I most definitely will break it down and give y'all my scoring prediction when I go live and drop the pick and the prediction video. So most definitely tap in for that. So I'll probably do that. I may do it later on. I may do it tomorrow. Or may do it Saturday. Either one. I will be doing that before the game. I may do it Sunday before the game. Who knows? But most definitely tap in. I will give you that picks and prediction. As I say, the game is winnable. The Carolina Panthers can beat the Arizona Cardinals just like they could have beat the Jacksonville Jaguars. But once again, it comes down to the quarterback and head coach. You just cannot continue to put everything on Evero. We already know what it. We done had this. We had Evero for 2 years. Nothing changed. We know this. But as I always say, and you got to believe if you know your football knowledge, a good quarterback and a head coach can neutralize the bad habits of your defense. But when you have a bad head coach and a bad quarterback and a bad defensive coordinator, can nobody cover up nobody's bad habits? Carolina Panthers lose to the Arizona Cardinals. It's going to be bad for Dave Canales. It's going to be bad for Bryce. They're not listen. The media is not worrying about Evero. Trust me, they're not worrying about a lame duck defensive coordinator that they know is not going to be there next season. So why waste energy on a defensive coordinator that I know that will not be here in 2026? He is a lame duck defensive coordinator. When are you going to focus on Dave Canales? I'm already there, and I'm trying to lead y'all there. Y'all too busy focusing on Bryce Young. I told you I'm one step ahead of you. And if I want to be 2 steps ahead of you, I can already be done with Dave Canales, and I can already start doing my talking my ish on my channel about Dan Morgan. I'm trying to hold off on Dan. When you have a head coach that was hired to fix the quarterback bad habits, to make the quarterback as advertised as it was meant. Matter of fact, he was advertised as a generational talent, a processor, a point guard, Steph Curry, Patrick Mahomes, a little bit of Peyton Manning, all this crazy talk that they said about Bryce, which he was media made. We drafted a media made quarterback. So if I hire you and I want the results that the media has labeled him, that's what I expect for you to do, Dave Canales. I hired you because allegedly you said you fixed Geno, which that's a lie. You didn't. You didn't. You probably didn't even, matter of fact, you didn't even really get a chance to even hand Geno the ball or even talk to Geno about football until probably maybe when you got a chance to even be a quarterback coach or some quarterback quality type with Geno. See, Dave, we know you was a glorified a glorified wide receiver, coordinator coming out the room. You was as they call it, can you go get my cup of coffee? Yeah, that what you, anything else you need, boss? Yeah, 2 sugars, creamer, and 2 straws. You sure that's all you need? Yeah, all right. That's what Dave was. He go get everything for you. Your bagels. You go to Starbucks, Krispy Kreme. You know what I'm saying? McDonald's. Yeah, that's what Dave was. Dave didn't get his opportunity to really fool with Geno until to what? When he was in the league for what? Cup of coffee. So you really didn't even put your imprint on Geno Smith. You wasn't there really shooting in the gym. Baker Mayfield, you was there for a cup of coffee. What imprint did you really put on Baker? Sean McVay put the imprint on Baker, not Dave Canales. So where Dave Canales is getting all this credit from for Geno and Baker when he did not really do shit? Because if he really did anything, he would have got something out of Bryce Young. He would have got something. Dave not even trying to even be creative with Bryce. He's not even trying to work the Bryce strengths. He's not even doing none of that. It's either run my plays. That's it. I'm not doing none of that. Well, you see how it goes. You have a head coach that did not play a struggling quarterback in his first year. Gave that man hardly no preseason reps. Nothing with the first team. Everything was about practice and joint practice, some analytical bullshit. When? Oh, you know what? No, we had a veteran team. That's the reason why we really didn't do. Oh, we had a veteran team, so we didn't really want nobody to get hurt. You know what I'm saying? We really didn't want no injuries and that. So we want to focus on practice and joint practice, and we felt like that was the best for our team. We felt like we can get the best, the great coaching, and and what? It's more intense. It's more when you have the opposing team in the practice with you. It's much more better. Get the fuck out of here. Who does that? No coach really comes in and say, I'm not playing my quarterback in preseason unless I'm up for Tom Brady or some Peyton Manning or Drew Brees or hell, you can't say Patrick Mahomes because Patrick Mahomes wants to play in preseason. Joe Burrow wants to play in preseason. You were saying Bryce was elite after his rookie year, one of the worst rookie seasons in NFL history. He's good to go. Preseason vanilla. All right, but shit. You say you got a bag of tricks. You got plays that don't need to be ran. That Bryce already know he can execute them in regular season. Man, Bryce got benched in the second game last year. That was indictment on Dave Canales. Then what happened this year? They did the same formula. The same formula they did in 2024. They did it in 2002. The same exact formula. And then they look horrible in the first game against Jacksonville. Bryce throwing interceptions. Bryce was throwing the interceptions that he was throwing in training camp and OTAs that they didn't want nobody to see. If Bryce was doing that in practice, that's what the preseason is there for. To get it out of them. Play it. Your boy, everybody need reps. That's indictment on the coaching staff. That's not a good coaching staff. That's an indictment on Dave Canales and the coaching staff. For that right there, he should be fired. Everybody on the staff should be fired. I don't give a listen. But then they're gonna say, well, if you fire Dave, who's gonna take over? I don't even know, honestly, to tell you the truth. Maybe Dave did that for a reason. To put Brad Izzik in the offensive coordinator position and not go hire a veteran offensive coordinator, because if he loses his job, at least his boy Brad Izzik will be able to get a coaching opportunity instead of giving it to a proven veteran offensive coordinator that could probably get the most out of the team that Dave Canales couldn't do. So this is disastrous all the way around. But all I know is that if it keeps trending this way, Dave Canales will be fired. And I guess it will be Brad Izzik. I guess it will be Brad Izzik. I guess he will be the guy. So. We're going to find out Sunday at 4 o'clock. This is the Bryce Young and Bryce Young We Trust series. Trust the Process series. This is all football year. In Bryce Young We Trust. 6-23. Trust the process. This guy is 6-23. That's unbelievable. No quarterback in the NFL don't even start if their record is 6-23. You lucky to even be a backup. So I mean, like I said, I don't know what the Carolina Panthers see. I don't know if Bryce got anything on the organization or David Tepper. I don't know what it is for them to continue to let this disaster continue to play. This guy is 6-23. There's probably not one NFL coach right now will even take a chance of even playing this guy. Right now, Bryce is going around here and people are losing their jobs because of him. They're losing their jobs because of him. If you had any money that you wanted to hit in your contract as a player under Bryce, you're not going to hit it. You're not going to get it. You're not going to get that benchmark. You're not going to get that whatever them incentives that, the incentive-related contracts that players get that, you got to play this and play that, how many snaps, catches, all this and that you got to be on the field. You're not going to get nothing with Bryce. Bryce is not going to feed your family. His family is already fed. His bank account is already full. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I mean, S.L.R just telling you some real facts. They're telling you some real shit. I'm just being real with you. We got a quarterback that's running around here with a Spider-Man outfit on. Come on, man. Can't make this up. Can't. They in practice after the loss to Jacksonville, dancing around, doing handshakes. Bryce, David Moore, Jimmy Horn, all of them. I mean, man, listen. If y'all not walking around this motherfucker serious and pissed, I'm telling you, get the fuck out. Get out. You're gonna get fined. I catch anybody doing handshakes, dancing, I'm fining you and I'm kicking you out of practice, including the quarterback. But then how can you do that when you see the head coach walking behind him, laughing and giggling, smiling? Man, come on. Come on. We're running a motherfucking daycare camp. We're running a goddamn camp, uh, Dave Supervisor Canales day camp. Goddamn Camp Canales. Ridiculous, man. Yeah, most definitely tap in for the pick and prediction show. It's gonna be a good one. Most definitely. Yeah, I'm not even gonna give my pick and prediction on this one until I do the show. Yeah, I'm just letting you know that the game can be winnable, but it's not gonna be winnable because Dave Canales is too dumb to win the game. He's a baloof. He's not a guru. He's not a quarterback whisperer. He's a fraud. Dave Fraud Canales. Dave Supervisor Canales. Yeah, he's a fraud. His offense is strawberry dipped in vanilla. That's his offense. It's strawberries dipped in vanilla. He has a quarterback, a Bryce Dipper Young that likes fruit cups, heavy syrup with extra cherries. Yeah. This is what we got, and this is what we have to deal with. But don't worry, better days will come, and I will lead y'all to the promised land for sure. Just continue to tap in, stay in. This is the voice of the voiceless. So you know what I'm saying, Carolina Panther fans, if you hurt, you scared to speak, go to my channel. I got you. I got the platform for you. Let it out. Speak. Yeah. You ain't got to be scared. I'm gonna let you talk. Yeah, I ain't gonna ban you from my channel. No, I'm gonna let you. Oh, it's okay. I understand. I know how you feel. So, you got confessions. Come on, pull up. Let me know. Let me know your confessions. Yeah. Let me know how you feel about the Carolina Panthers and this sorry ass organization, sorry ass head coach, general manager that y'all keep protecting. But y'all will no longer protect because I'm going to expose the protection that y'all trying to shield on Dave Supervisor Canales, Dave Fraud Canales, Dan No Blink Morgan, Dan Don't Blink Morgan, and Bryce Dipper Young, and Bryce Potato Young. Make sure y'all like, subscribe, share, comment to my YouTube channel. Make sure you go tap into my second YouTube channel, S.L.R Sports News TV. Make sure you go tap into my TikTok, S.L.R Media TV. I keep it all simple so you can find all my social media so you can get all that content when you need it. When I got plenty of content on both my YouTube channels. Got plenty of content on my TikTok. So shit, you good to go from morning, afternoon, night. So you can watch S.L.R media all day, every day. We put that work in. We on the up and up. We know what we do here. 10 toes down. It's what we do over here. Yeah. You see the title. In Bryce Young we trust. 6-23. Will that record change when I drop that title again? Will it be 6-24? Or will it be 7-23 when I drop the In Bryce Young We Trust the Process series? We'll find out. It's the battle of the two shortest quarterbacks in the NFL. Sunday at 4 o'clock in Arizona. Bryce Dipper Young versus Kyler Murray Kyler Dip Murray. Who's going to come out on top? We will find out. They're going to be dipping. It's going to be a lot of dipping. It's going to be a lot of dipping in that Sunday game. They ain't going to be dipping their goddamn ass off. If we get our ass whooped Sunday, oh man, that's right. Well, oh man. Ooh, wee, well, I can't wait to go. Boy, listen, I can't wait, boy. Pull up, Roadmaster. Pull up when I go live. Pull up. The link gonna be be pinned in the chat. Everything. Ooh, wee. Oh man, cause you know why? It's a celebration for me. Cause see, you're not gonna hear me say, he got one more week. He got one more week. I'm done. I'm done. You're not going to hear no bandwagon. You're not going to hear people jumping off the boat, the ship. None of that. Not over here. That's the beauty when you come over here. You don't have to hear that crying, that whining shit. You understand what I'm saying? You don't have to hear that. What you're going to hear is I told you so. And what we're going to do is make it better. It's going to be a listen. It's just going to make it one step closer for Dave Canales getting out the door. Dave, bye-bye, Canales. Bryce, bye-bye, Young. Dave, bye-bye, Morgan. Ijiro, bye-bye, Evero. Oh, yeah. This is getting great. I'll leave Bryce right in Arizona. Hell nah. I wouldn't leave Bryce in Arizona. Bryce getting his ass right back on that goddamn plane. You goddamn right. You gonna listen. you gonna soak up all that losing. You gonna feel the players. You gonna feel the players. You want to feel the tension on that goddamn plane when them players look like they just want to go over there and just beat you down, just ready to throw you off the plane. Yeah. I don't want to leave Bryce behind. I don't want to do that. No. Because then he too close to home. He just might go to Cali. Get your ass on that plane. Let's get back to Charlotte. Let's get back to North Carolina where you don't want to be. I know you hate this state. I know you don't like this city. But I'm not leaving you in Arizona where you think you can go to Vegas. Go to the casino. Go hit the brothel. You understand? Because we know you like OnlyFans girls. We know Bryce. And listen. I'm sorry. I ain't mean to let the cat out the bag, Bryce. I'm sorry. You know, S.L.R. He do spill too much information. So I'm sorry, Bryce. I ain't mean to let the world know. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Bryce. But you know what I'm saying? I know you like OnlyFans girls. Hey. I'm just saying. Listen. I don't know what your striker list is. I haven't got all that yet. I don't know what the body count is, but I know you got a thing for them them only fangirls, and I'm hearing that Daddy Craig, he says that you got a nice limit that you can dip into for them OnlyFans. So I'm just saying, I'm just saying, I'm just saying because we haven't seen you. We haven't seen you with no girl since you bought that girl out in 2023. Was it 23 or 24? I say last season. Let's do last season. Yeah, since you bought your girlfriend out last season, then she left you with the Tyrese Maxey, and she's still with Tyrese Maxey. We haven't seen you with no female, black, white, Chinese, no Poland, Russian, no female. Why are you hiding, Bryce? What are you hiding? Because if you getting that good unani, that 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 um that that good unani that comes with that good home, that good breakfast. You understand what I'm saying? That good lunch or something where she good at, you might be playing better. But you getting that OnlyFans buns. And it just knocked your lack of concentration off. You too focused on the OnlyFans buns and not the playbook. I get it, Bryce. I get it. I just want to let you know. I know what you do. Told you. Got them eyes everywhere. We know you are a huge fan of OnlyFans. Yeah. Oh yeah. Think we didn't know? Think we wasn't gonna know? We most definitely ain't leaving Bryce in Arizona. Too close to Vegas. Too close where the prostitute sets. Too close to the brothels. And he's goddamn too close to California. Arizona is typically, matter of fact, Arizona is labeled the West Coast, part of the West Coast, the gateway to the West. Well, I think it was, yeah, that's the gateway to the West. Nah, we ain't living in Arizona. Nah, nope, 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 nope. You want to be going to to your mansion on the hills in Malibu. You want to be going eating no nobos, watching the ocean. No, you're going to North Carolina and you're gonna go get your ass a oxtail pizza, or you're gonna go to Onyx and get you some plain wings and close your eyes because you don't like them pretty buns shaking or walking towards you because you like your OnlyFans girls. Shout out to the OnlyFans girls, though. Shout out to the OnlyFans. I mean, shit. I mean, you gotta do what you gotta do. Yeah. Oh yeah, goddamn OnlyFans, boy. He said if I go to Onyx, it hits the lemon pepper wings for me. Oh yeah, for sure. See, my my thing with lemon pepper, when it's too salty, yeah. I would take a wet rub of the lemon pepper instead of a dry rub. Because I tried the dry rub, it was just too salty. Like I don't know what it is. Like maybe you got to find that good lemon pepper seasoning that has that good balance where it's not too lemony and it's not too salty. Because I feel like some people they just I don't know, they pour Ray, you be like, God damn how much lemon pepper they put on this motherfucker salty than a bitch. You can't enjoy it. It's too lemony. That's why I like a wet lemon pepper rub, because you can kind of manipulate the lemon pepper rub a little bit to your liking. Yeah, my lemon pepper rub, I want mine's I like mine's a little balanced. I like mine spicy with a little with a carne asada flavor to it with the lemon pepper. Man, that shit's so fucking good, man. You gotta you gotta add flavors to the lemon pepper. I think just having lemon pepper wings, that just plain. That's just too easy. You gotta mix that lemon pepper up, remix that motherfucker. Shit, how they done remix mayonnaise? It's like 50 different. It's probably 50 different flavors of mayonnaise you can fucking make now. No longer the days you can just use plain mayonnaise. You can, man, as long as you got seasoning in your cabinets, shit, and you can remix it. You can remix that shit. Yeah, yeah. Get hooked on that goddamn mayonnaise too much now. You know mayonnaise is not good for black folks now. Yeah. Shit, eat you some deviled eggs every now and then. Potato salad every now and then. Go on by your ways now. Yo, they got them using Dukes, GFG, goddamn Hellman's. Y'all got to be crazy if you use a Miracle Whip. That shit, oh my lord, shit. Shout out to Onyx. Yeah, Onyx. Onyx. When I go, I get the buffalo. Get the buffalo with a mix. Then I get the garlic parmesan butter they be having sometimes. Man, with the baddies, yeah, yeah. I'm gonna give you a quick tip how to save you a couple dollars when you're going in the strip club like Onyx when they got baddies every motherfucking where. Go to the bar. Go to the bar and then walk around for a little bit. That's what you do. Go to the bar, get you a little bit to eat, walk around for a little bit. Don't stand stationary and don't be just sitting there like a fucking walking duck, like a sitting duck. Don't do it. I'm telling you, don't do it. And then the crazy thing is, don't go in the strip club and be the flies. Don't go in the strip club and be the flies one in the strip club and you ain't spending no bread or you being cheap. God damn. Cause them same chicks that be in the strip club, they do go home. They do gotta go out in the real world and shop, and pay bills, and do running around and do errands and stuff. So you will see these girls. They gonna be like, oh damn, that's that cheap dude that was in the club that wasn't spending no money. And you gonna be trying to holler at her. And she be like, nah. She might not even tell you that, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes you be in the strip club, you be fucked up. You know what I'm saying? You be like, damn, I ain't even. But then you got some be like, yeah, I remember you was at this, what's the name? You ain't want to spend no money. I ain't trying to give you my number. God. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And another thing, 90% of females that work in the strip club that are baddies, they got a man. I just want to let y'all know that. Oh yeah, now it's 10% now, but like 90%. And if they making good money, they got a man. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Go home to her every night, and she go wash her ass, and then she go give them buns that you done spent the whole bag on, that you was trying to get and get a number, then was trying to get and didn't even get it. So yeah, yeah. The only way you really gonna get a chick out the strip club, being facts. And most dudes who try to get chicks out the strip club, they want to get them and bust them down the same night. They don't want to get them and gotta try to set the bus down up the next night, and because or by then you gotta get a date, phone chats, and all this other shit in before you can get the bus down. And you ain't trying to go. Most dudes ain't trying to go through that. They trying to get to the bus down. So yeah, you got to come that motherfucker and goddamn, you gonna have to be like goddamn owner, business type shit. Yeah, you can't go in there like a regular dude, street dude with some bread. Nah, she's gonna take your money and leave. Oh, you gotta go in that motherfucker with a goddamn 3-piece suit on, looking like a boss. That's the only way. No street clothes, no nothing. Red bottoms. Yeah. And you might leave out about 2 of them. You may leave out with the baddest one in the building, or you may get that bartender girl, the bottle girl, one of them. I'm telling you, you're gonna leave out with one of them. Sure, that's the only way you're gonna get some buns out the strip club. You better have a hell of a game. And most of the time, yeah. You better be goddamn, you better be a boss. You better be a motherfucker out giving out real jobs. Shit. Bitch, I can give you a real job in the daytime. You can still come here and get this bread. Yeah. Now she leaving the strip club. Yeah, she leaving with you for sure. You gonna wait, or you gonna wait on me, or you gonna wait? Yeah, I'm gonna wait. Oh, I'm about to go. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? That's Strip Club Chronicles. You know what I'm saying? Strip Club Chronicles. Yeah. Little tip from S.L.R. Strip Club Chronicles. Yeah. Just trying to let y'all know, you know what I'm saying? Don't get fly and think you just gonna go in the strip club and gonna pull a baddie out of there. It's not gonna happen. It doesn't work like that. That's a strip club. You gotta go to a goddamn club bar with the, you know what I'm saying? That type. Not no strip club. It ain't giving you no buns like that. Just being a regular. Yeah, she be like, bro, I seen you at Walmart. Shit. You over here talking about, I don't know at Walmart. I only shop at Publix. I seen you at Walmart. Damn. Blew your game. Yeah, for sure, though. But yep. Enough of that, though. You know, but yeah, though. We on the road to Arizona. Big time game, big time game, big time game, big time game, big time game. The battle of the two shorties again. Hell, and what's so crazy? What's crazy about this game is we beat them, even though it was a field goal. Even though we won by a field goal, we beat them though. So just imagine if we lose to them after we beat them. That's what I'm saying. Man, Dave Canales, you better be on your game, bro. This game, you better be on your game. A lot of people watching you because I done put the radar, I done put the beam on you. I got the big binoculars, the biggies. You know what I'm saying? I got the sniper binoculars. So, bro, you better be on you. You better call it the best game of your life, Dave Canales. You better call it like. You don't want to go in that meeting and you may leaving your goddamn your key card on the desk. Yeah. You don't want that. You don't want the pink slip. You better call one of your best games, Dave. Better. In Bryce Young, we trust. 6-23. Trust the process. Will the 6-23 change from 6-24 or 7-23? We will find out Sunday night after the game in, because the game starts at 4. So, yeah, tap in. Big time game. Big time game for us. Make sure y'all like, subscribe, share, comment to my YouTube channel. Make sure you smash that like button. It's all free. Share it a lot. I appreciate everybody. I appreciate all my mods. I appreciate everybody who comes in. I appreciate everybody who hits who hits the Cash App, continue to support this channel. This is what I come on here. This is what I do it for. Continue to support the channel. Spread the live. And you always know that like button is free of charge. And you know, as Americans, we love free stuff. So make sure you smash that like button, share that live. Like, subscribe, share, comment to my YouTube channel. You know what to do. Hit the subscribe button. Carolina Panther Nation, Carolina Panther Organization, fans all around the world. Stand up, keep pounding. And you know, as I say, trust the process. And you know what Bryce gonna tell you on the way out.
Great power comes great responsibility.
Unbelievable.
Great power comes great responsibility. Great power comes great responsibility.
Yeah, before I go, what I was saying, before I go, why is Bryce so short? It's like when he put the pads and the helmet on, the actual NFL equipment, he looks way shorter than he looks with the pads and equipment on. Could that mean that Dylan Gabriel could be taller than Bryce Young? Could that be? Could Dylan Gabriel actually be taller than Bryce Young? Because he looks like Dylan Gabriel is a better quarterback than Bryce Young. I got to find that out. Is Bryce Young actually 5'9"? Somebody in the chat, let me know that if you find that information. Let me know. Is Bryce Young actually 5'9"? Very interesting. Very, very interesting. Very interesting. Gotta find out. Keep pounding, everybody. Peace.